Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. On Thursday, January 8th, Russian forces carried out another large-scale attack on Ukraine, launching nearly 100 drones. Authorities say the strikes targeted critical and civilian infrastructure across Ukraine. The city of Kryvyi experienced its largest attack since the start of the war. The strikes took place in the evening of January 7th, hitting several locations. 8 people were wounded, according to local officials. In the Dnipro region, the aftermath of the attack left around 800,000 people without electricity. Authorities reported a complete blackout. Local media said Dnipro city was fully without power. The metro system stopped, escalators shut down, and passengers were evacuated from tunnels by emergency crews. In the Zaporizhzhia region, officials initially reported a total power outage across the city. Later, authorities confirmed that electricity supply in Zaporizhzhia has been restored. Now moving to the front line, Zaporizhzhia remains one of the most intense areas of fighting. Ukrainian military sources say Russian forces are concentrating manpower and increasing the number of assault groups. The use of aviation has also intensified, with the area being hit by dozens of guided and unguided aerial bombs at a time. According to Ukrainian troops, Russia is now actively attempting to encircle Hulepole. There is also a clear increase in shelling, with more than 700 strikes recorded per day using a wide range of weapons and attacks, including strikes deep in Ukrainian territory. Ukrainian analysts say that Russia's strategic goal in and around the region is the occupation of its capital, the city of Zaporizhzhia. The key question they note is how Russia plans to do this and what axis will be chosen for the main strike, what directions will be deemed auxiliary, and where forces and resources will be concentrated. At present, analysts see a developing bridgehead in the Hulepole area. From there towards Pokrovsky in the Dnipro region, Russia appears to be forming a strike group aimed at Zaporizhzhia. Meanwhile, outside Ukraine, the US military announced the detention of the tanker Marinera in the North Atlantic and the vessel MT Sophia in the Caribbean Sea. According to US authorities, both ships were engaged in illegal activities violating US sanctions. The tanker MT Sophia was operating without a flag and is now being escorted by the US Coast Guard for disposal. The Pentagon stated that as part of Operation Southern Spear, it remains committed to countering illegal activities in the Western Hemisphere and to protecting US security interests. The British newspaper, The Independent, reported that US forces used a U-28A Draco special operations aircraft during the vessel's seizure. The operation was supported by Boeing P-8 Poseidon reconnaissance aircraft, which specializes in tracking submarines, as well as KC-135 aerial refueling planes. Dangerous but critically important work continues on the front lines in Ukraine as teams work to clear territory of Russian mines and shells. This time, Ukrainian defenders received powerful support from Kharkiv engineers. An autonomous mechanical demining machine is already operating throughout the active combat zone. The machine, developed by local specialists, can move and systematically scan the ground for explosive objects without an operator. It detects and neutralizes mines and unexploded shells, reducing the risk to infantry and sappers who previously performed this work manually. Footage from the front line shows the vehicle moving along fields, carefully scanning every meter. At the same time, teams of sappers monitor the process and promptly remove any threats detected for safe disposal. Ukrainian FPV drone operators from the Aquila unit of the Steel Border Brigade delivered an effective strike against the enemy on the Ukrainian border. As a result of the operation, 4 enemy vehicles were destroyed and an ammunition depot, a motor operation, and assault squad shelter were hit. The drone operation was carried out along a pre-planned route and allowed for maximum effect in minimum time, effectively reducing the risk factor for Ukrainian forces. Soldiers from the 401st Separate Special Battalion successfully repelled a Russian attack that attempted to break through Ukrainian military positions. During the battle, one Russian soldier was taken prisoner, and the unit collected valuable trophies, including enemy documents and technical equipment. Operational data indicates that the enemy suffered significant losses in manpower and equipment. The timely response and coordinated actions of the 401st Separate Special Battalion not only repelled the enemy's attack, but also granted them information regarding Russia's methods of operation, which will effectively help improve the area's defense strategies moving forward.
Руки вверх и подошел сюда. Берем в плен, можете забирать, подходить. Сюда подходи. Сюда, ко мне. Вот сюда. Если что, сразу стреляешь.
Давай сразу идем.
Не надо. Сюда, сюда. Мордой туда, к ящику.
Десь нахуй коптер літає, нахуй не зараз підер, нахуй розпали, щоб спалити наші позиції. Розвідчик, нахуй.
Лег. Поддержка птичкой на посадку, срочно.
Забери документи, дай я подивлюсь.
Я тут.
Положили его на пол?
Да.
Или связали?
Довязываю. Руки назад. Лежать, лежать. Сейчас его вещи забираем.
Тут предметно,
Я
все
бы
рюкзака
сказал,
разложите, обыщите
Да,
карманы, все, обувь снимем.
Давай,
Подложку проверять, все проверьте его полностью.
Посадку цинкуйте, чтобы никто не пришел за ним.
Я в начале.
Рацию отключай, аккумулятор доставай.
Я не знаю.
Кто-то один посадку цинкует.
На вик. Виключ, кажу, рад. Цинкуй тут, я пішов до тебе. Рацію виключив?
Да,
Загнав її?
да.
Передавай, я позволю.
Смотри, обыск произведен. Рация отключена от аккумуляторов.
And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.